guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone is doing good. So as you guys are already aware that in this SQL placement prep series we are solving LeetCode 50 interview questions, right? So in part 1 we have covered these 5 questions, okay? These 5 basic select questions in this part 1 video, and in part 2 video I have covered about SQL joins, in which we discussed about left join, right join, full join, inner join, and then cross join, and along with that I have solved these 2 problems. Okay, then in the third part I have solved these 2 problems, and then in the next fourth part I have solved all these 3 problems. Okay, so now I am going to discuss these 2 problems: managers with at least 5 direct reports and confirmation rate, in the part 5. Okay, so now without any delay, let's get started with these problems. Okay, first problem is managers with at least 5 direct reports. Okay, so this is medium level problem marked by LeetCode. So in this problem we have given one table employee, right? So we have to write a solution to find managers with at least 5 direct reports, and we have to return the result table in any order. Okay, so see this example number 1. So see here, John, okay, employee ID is 101, employee name is John, and John is reporting to no one, right? So here manager ID is null. That simply means that this person John is not reporting to anyone. Okay, so there is no manager for John. Okay, now see this case, Dan. So Dan is reporting to manager ID 101. James is also reporting to manager ID 101. Amy is also reporting to manager ID 101. NA is also reporting to manager ID 101. Ron is also reporting to manager ID 101. Okay, so we have to write a solution to find managers with at least 5 direct reports. Okay, so for this particular manager we have 5 direct reports, right? Dan, James, Amy, Anna, and Ron. Okay, at least 5, right? At least 5. So here we have 5, right? So here in the name I am returning John, because manager ID 101 simply means that person name is John. Okay, so all these persons are reporting to John. Okay, all these 5 persons. So that's what we need to return. Okay, so now let's see how I'm going to solve this problem. Okay, so here first let's select the manager ID. Okay, how many manager IDs are there in total? Okay, in this specific column, in the last column, column number 4, how many manager IDs are there, and let's take the count of all them. Okay, so here 101 is 5 times, right? So this is what I need first. So here I'm going to write select manager ID count star as count. Okay, from which table? From employee table, right? Okay, where my manager ID is not null, group by, and I'm just going to do group by on manager ID. Okay, so now let's see what is happening. Okay, if I just run this statement, then you will see that in the output I am returning 101 as 5. Okay, so here see my output. Okay, so this is output I have now. Okay, 101 is appearing 5 times. Okay, so we have this output. Now after finding this, so for all the counts which are greater than 5 or equal to 5, I have to just return the name for that particular manager. Okay, count is 5. Okay, so manager ID is 101. So for this 101 I have to just return the name. Okay, so now how I'm going to do that? Okay, so this is my output, right? This is my output. So now I am going to treat this as one table. Okay, so here I am going to write with clause. Okay, so here I am going to write with rule. Okay, let's name it as rule as. Okay, so this is one rule. Okay, so I have this data now in this rule. Okay, now I have this data. Now after that I'm going to return what? I'm going to return name. Okay, and this name is coming from which table? Employee table. So here I'm going to write select dot name from employee alias E, and I'm going to do the join on which table? On this table, rule, that the new table that I've created. Okay, so here rule and R. Okay, R is the alias for this one. Okay, and now my this employee ID is going to match with this manager ID. Okay, from the rule. So here I'm going to write e.id is equal to r.manager ID. Okay, and here in the where condition I'm just going to write my count should be 5 or greater than 5. Okay, so here I'm going to write r dot count greater than equal to 5. Okay, that's it. Now let's run the code. Our test case is accepted. Now let's submit it. Okay, so our solution is accepted, right? So now let's move to the question number 2, confirmation rate. LeetCode problem number 1934, confirmation rate. Okay, so in this we have tables given as signups and confirmations. Okay, and the confirmation rate of a user is the number of confirmed messages divided by the total number of requested confirmation messages. Okay, and the confirmation rate of a user that didn't request any confirmation message is 0. We have to round the confirmation rate to 2 decimal places. Okay, so here let's understand this with example. Okay, so this is one signups table. Okay, in this signups table we have user ID and timestamp given to us. Okay, and we have one more table, confirmations table, and in this confirmation tables you will see that we have user ID. Okay, so user ID is matching with the signups user ID, right? So two columns are matching here. Then we have timestamp, and then we have action. Okay, so here in the output I am returning user IDs and confirmation rate. Okay, so here I am returning all the users, right? 6372, 637 and 2. Okay, so I am going to do the left join of this signups table because I need the data for all these user IDs, right, with this confirmation table. Okay, so I am doing the left join of signups with confirmation table. Okay, so this is clear. Now see, for this 6 user ID, this 6 user ID is not here in my confirmations, so I am simply returning 0 as the confirmation rate. Now for this 3, okay, let's check for this 3. Okay, so order doesn't matter here, so we have to return the result table in any order. Okay, so for this 3 is here. Okay, 3 is here 2 times. Action, timeout, action is not confirmed, so that is why I am simply returning 0 here. Okay, then check for 7 is here, and 7 is also here. 7 here 3 times, and every time it is confirmed. Okay, so here I am going to write 1. Okay, so it is 3 times and 3 times confirmed, so 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, that is why I am writing 1 here. Then check for 2 is here, and here also 2 times, and 1 time it is confirmed and 1 time is time out. Okay, so total requested is 2 and confirmed is 1, so 1 divided by 2, 0.5. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear of what we are doing. Okay, so now same way we are going to use with clause here as well in this particular example, but first let's write the inner part. Okay, so in the inner part what I'm going to do, I'm going to select s dot user ID, and I'm going to do the sum. Okay, sum. So case, here I'm going to use case when my c dot action. Okay, c dot action, c is the alias that I'm going to use for confirmations table, and s is the alias that I'm going to use for signups table. Okay, so case when my c dot action is equal to confirmed, then 1 else 0, and then I'm going to end the case statement, and after that I'm just going to write it as confirmed count. Okay, so this is going to be my confirmed count. Okay, confirmed count. Then after that take count star as the total count. Okay, so here I'm going to write count of star as total count. Okay, so from which table? So I need to do the left join, right? So here what I'm doing, I'm selecting user ID from signups. Okay, so here I have to just write from signups alias s, then I'm going to do the left join, Okay, and then left join. After that I have to write confirmations, and alias for this one is C. Okay, on which, okay, so these two are matching, user id and user id, okay, from both of them. So here I'm going to write on s dot user underscore id is equal to c dot user underscore id. Okay, and I'm going to do group by. Okay, so here see I'm returning 3 one time, 6 one time, okay, all things just one time. So here I'm just going to do the group id on s dot user underscore id. I'm going to just add all this data in one with clause. So here I'm just going to write with confirmation underscore counts as, okay, so here from here just I need this user id, and when it is confirmed then I just need the one count and total count, how many count is there in total. Okay, this is what we need. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to write select. So what we are returning, we are returning user id. Okay, so here I'm just going to write this user id. Then after that we have to return, but here one more thing is mentioned, that we have to round the confirmation rate to 2 decimal places. Okay, so here I'm going to write round of confirmed underscore count into 1.0 divided by total underscore count, comma 2 decimal places, right? So that is why I need to write it like this, as my confirmation rate, confirmation underscore rate. Okay, and from which table, from confirmation counts. Okay, this table from confirmation counts. And here why I'm writing open bracket here. Okay, it should be like this now. Here my round function ends. So now let's run it and see if there are any code issues. So our test case is accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? We have solved all the problems related to this part, basic joins. Okay, all these problems. Now next we are going to solve these basic aggregate functions. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand these two problems today. If you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you.